Welcome back to Sims Complete. I'm your host, Matt Sims, alongside Phil Sims. We're a part of the Believe Sports Network and brought to you by FanDuel. FanDuel will always bring you the latest odds and matchups every weekend, especially for football and all the other action that you have lined up in your sports betting world. Big guy, big weekend in the NFL, man. A lot of action. We're going to start it off with, well, hey, let's get into it, right? Let's start off with our boys, the G-men, right? And Big Blue. The Giants took on the Green Bay Packers this weekend. Ultimately, the Green Bay Packers do get the victory and a big road win for them, 27-20 over the New York Giants, improving to 6-3-1. And now the Giants at 2-9. Your thoughts on Mike Kafka and how he did as his first opportunity as interim head coach?
Okay, well, first I'm going to say this. What annoyed me yesterday in the games, okay? It'll be quick.
Okay.
Really annoys me.
Go ahead, vent, get it out.
I mean, come on, coaches. This fourth down thing is out of control.
Right.
We're going for, fourth down. I'm going to be aggressive. Well, you're also, the other word that comes after aggressive is stupid. It's crazy. And the other thing is the 2-point conversion. I don't even have enough time to talk about all the teams that did 2-point conversions. I went, what the hell are they doing there? It's amazing. It really is. So the end of that. The Giant game, very entertaining, I thought. Okay, that was one thing. I thought Jameis Winston overall played really well. I thought the offensive line, man, Matt, we come into the year, and we've said this before, we're going to say it again. Oh, the Giants offensive line, all this. Hell, they've been one of the great bright spots of the team. They were physically at times, I thought, really just beating up the Green Bay Packers defensive front. Mike Kafka did a really good job, managed the game well. There was never a time I went, oh, come on, what are you doing? Had none of that. And Jameis Winston, the Jalin Hyatt, I don't know what to say about that. It looked like it was a route to go to the sideline, but I guess he saw the defender there and didn't want to go out. So I don't know whose fault it is, but it was just another version of the Giants, I guess. And my last quick thought is after Jordan Love was hurt, when he came back in the game, I want to see that guy more. He was mad as hell.
Yeah.
It was all around, my God, and good for him. I thought he played really well. He played tough, and he makes the one thing about him that I do like, he's not afraid to throw a football where the windows to complete it are small. So he was big. The game was interesting. It was fun to watch, and the Giants just once again couldn't get it done.
Yeah, and I'm with you 100% on this one. Yeah, I think Jordan Love definitely, after Malik Willis's touchdown throw on the run there, which was a phenomenal throw into tight coverage, threw it strong. I mean, yeah, wouldn't advise that for most quarterbacks right in that opportunity, but he found a way to get it in there. Christian Watson did a great job of holding on to the football because it was highly contested. And you're right, Big Guy. I think Coach Kafka did a really good job managing this football game. Yeah. And I love the game plan of it. I love the fact that he was super patient with the running game. Tyrone Tracy and Devin Singletary did a great job running the football. Had just about 35 carries on the day between the two of them. Rushed for 142 yards on the ground. Had 3 rushing touchdowns. Jameis Winston getting in there as well. His management allowed the Giants to hang in there, right? Giants defense did some good things. The Giants overall, I think, played a good football game. Packers made some really good catches against tight coverage. The Jalin Hyatt situation, no doubt the safety kind of had a good feeling as far as what the route was going to be. As soon as Jalin kind of stemmed vertical and attacked him, it seemed like the safety was kind of playing that corner route. But even in that situation, the receiver has to fight for that ground. He has to cut off that defender as best as he possibly can to at least give the quarterback some sort of opportunity to undercut that and to make a play for his quarterback. So just another small example, right, that obviously leads to a big loss again for the Giants of just the small execution moments for this team and just them finding another way to lose in a tough manner here, especially at home.
Well, all right, let's take out – I'm going to give a bright spot for the New York Giants and their fans.
Yeah.
Because everybody, it's to say, here we go and all that. Come on, just relax. I would say this, as you look at it, no matter who they play, they can play them to the wire. Right. So you're looking at all these good teams, the Chargers, who were maybe good at the time, and they're falling apart now. But Philadelphia, how they played there. Of course, against Green Bay. There. Oh my gosh. Out look at the points they scored, the lead they had against Denver. Kansas
Right.
City couldn't play like that against Denver, but the Giants did. They can move the ball and made a lot of plays. So my whole point being the Giants are not as far away as we think.
Right.
And
Yeah, that's a good point.
yeah, so it's a lot to build on. I think they got a lot of guys on that team that are going to be here next year a lot. And I think they can see and they got to know how close they are.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll see. But that's the bright spot for the Giants. And again, Jameis Winston, I would be very surprised if he's not brought back as the backup quarterback next year too. So I thought he really overall, he did what you could expect from a quarterback who hasn't played, who doesn't really get any snaps at training camp that many or in practice now, and let it go. Threw the ball overall, he threw the ball really well.
Yeah, except for a few decisions, I feel like he did, play extremely well, and of course that's part of just not getting the repetitions at all, really, like this whole season. Of course, with a young quarterback and Russell Wilson being the starter, he's mostly probably getting practice squad reps for the majority of the season.
Yeah.
But hey, early on, threw some ones that were a little dicey and all there, not quite seeing it clearly as maybe as he should have, but still. We expected maybe some of those things to happen with Jameis with his first start, and also just the style that he plays, which is fearless. And at this moment, Giants fans, I think, will take that. So Kafka, the crew, did a good job, fought to the very end. And you're right, Big Eye. I think you bring up a really good point with just the fact that the Giants have played some really good ball against some of the better teams in the league.
Yeah.
Just finishing games in the fourth quarter is still something that's missing, but either way, I think you do make a good point in saying that maybe they're not as far off as maybe the fans think they are.
My last little point would be this. If Jameis has to play again this week and Jackson Dart is not ready, then I would say to him, Jameis, what we're going to do today, I want you to be so ultra conservative. And I want you to throw it and, in other words, throttle it down just a little bit. And people can say whatever they want. He knows how to do this. Mm-hmm. He did it when he was down in New Orleans because he had this guy sitting behind him yelling, And Sean Payton, and I think his numbers, I think they were 5-2 or something like that. And he had, a lot of touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. So, he can, if he's taught and somebody puts it on him or whatever, he can play the game more conservative and make it work.
Yeah, it's a good point. We've seen him do it before and definitely expected to, if he does have the opportunity to play again, to getting that opportunity to do exactly what you're talking about. So the Giants, of course, falling in this one, 2-9 of the season, they will go on and face the Detroit Lions in their next matchup. The Green Bay Packers, a tough win for them on the road, a team that is still trying to find their way, and they take on the Minnesota Vikings in their next matchup. So that'll be fun for both of these football teams.